Hello, and welcome to a video of just showcasing the different worlds that are in the NeosVR. So there are many worlds that are available that can cater to what a player is or what a person wants to do, whether it's 3D modeling, if you're wanting to do a social event, or any of the sorts are available to you at your disposal. Long story short, there's a few worlds that are available, such as this one here that is kind of the space world. For many people who first start Neos, this is probably where you're first going to be starting out. And then the next world that would be probably available to start out at is one that would just be called Basic Empty, that as the name says there, it's basically a open space that pretty much has nothing else that's available. If you are to fly out and look at the area from a different perspective, you can kind of see that it's a little of a minimalistic look to it. It's nothing too wrong with it. It's definitely a different look to it for those that maybe want to try something out, or people that want to have like a small meeting. This is kind of a good option that you can do for those. Now, the next other world that I will be showing is called Gridspace. Gridspace is pretty nice for those that are looking to have like measurements, or if you're looking to actually build something. You do have this ability to have obviously a grid to go off of from the x-axis, the y-axis, and the z-axis. So to show, for example, if I am to fly out throughout here, you can definitely see probably behind me that there seems to be a bit of a closure or a gap that goes from there. So this world is pretty big. It does have quite a lot of space. As you can see down on where my feet is, the grid is still available there. And as you can be able to see, I can choose to scale. So currently it's disabled, which means that I cannot scale, but now I'm able to scale. So as you can see, I can grow really big. I can grow really big to the point where basically the whole world itself is really, really small, and I'm very huge. Or I also have the ability to try to shrink and utilize the ability of what this world has to offer there. So, as you can see, there is a lot of possibilities done through here. So I can be a little bit more smaller than how I was earlier, but what may happen is you may not be able to maybe see as through this camera, but basically there's a little bit of a jankiness that is made, which for different headsets that could be a bit of a problem. As for mine, I have an Oculus Quest, so you don't really want to try and shrink too much there. And then as I will show through here, I have reset scale. So this puts me back to what I tell Neos is going to be my standard height in real life. So this is pretty much the grid space. This is a world that I highly recommend for those that are wanting to do 3D modeling, those that are wanting to do creations, and all the different sorts from there. Now the next world that I will show that is available to try out is this one that is kind of my favorite. Is called Physical Locomotions. And as you can see, this world has a lot more uniqueness than compared to, say, the other worlds I had shown earlier. So as you can see, there is this holographic little platform that I appear to be standing on here. And if I am to, say, stay in physical locomotion, which is the walking, the walk and running, basically I can jump and I'm able to walk through this area. And as the world implies, it's a testing ground for this type of locomotion there. So that's helping you be able to walk around, be able to understand kind of how to be able to casually move around through Neos. Because as we have the no clip, which is the flying method, we have the walk slash running, and then there's also this one called 0G, which if I put this in third person, you'll be able to see that now I can pretty much move around without any sort of gravity per se. Basically, like how astronauts are in zero gravity, that is basically the concept of how that is. So this world would definitely be perfect if you're looking to test out any character teleporters, or if you're looking to have any character facets components per se that you want to test on, and trying to do like a little bit of platforms here and there. There is a video that Fruxius had made that shows not only a tutorial about making the character teleporters, but had also made it where you can be able to hop, say, from one area here to maybe far out over there. So this is going to be what the physical locomotion test is, and that should be all the worlds that currently are available you can do for whatever things you like to do. You can be able to do almost anything in Neos. It just requires either locomotions, logics, and just some real world knowledge as to regards to scaling and so forth. So that's all I have for this video. I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you learned something from this, and I hope to see you in the next video.